My brothers and sisters, we say Allahu Akbar, huh? But think about it. Is Allahu Akbar in our business? Is Allahu Akbar in our household? Is Allahu Akbar when we're going to get married? Do we look at Allah as the greatest in my marriage relationship? Or is it the beauty, the money that we see in the spouse? Now the money is the greatest here, not Allahu Akbar. The beauty of the person becomes the greatest, not Allahu Akbar. But we say it. Do we understand why we say Allahu Akbar? So that we can get inculcated and embedded in our lifestyle that Allah is the greatest. Prayer is designed so that we can live that life. So that everything we do, every decision we make in our daily life, and I can't get into all the different aspects, but everything we do, we need to say, Allah, is this for you? Innamal amalu binniyat. Am I doing this for your pleasure? Am I doing this business transaction for your pleasure? That will please you. You won't be angry at me. I will benefit. That's the perks. That's the benefit. But is it for your pleasure? Am I getting married to this person for your pleasure? Or is it for society? Is it for the people to see? Is it for the people to think I'm up there and I can get this here? What is it? Unfortunately, my brothers and sisters, and we can go for hours on Allahu Akbar. You know, on Eid day, you hear Allahu Akbar. You pray the Salah, you got to pray extra three Allahu Akbar in the first rakat. In the second rakat, extra Allahu Akbar. The Imam gives the khutbah, is extra Allahu Akbar. Some fuqaha says 12 extra Allahu Akbar. Huh? In Abu Hanifa's madhab, the first khutbah is 9 extra Allahu Akbar. The second khutbah, 7 Allahu Akbar. Everything is Allahu Akbar. All through Ramadan, we heard Allahu Akbar. 5 times a day, we hear Allahu Akbar in the adhan. But did that, and does that create an impact on us? That can only create an impact when we have Iman. We will understand, you know, when you love something, then we appreciate that that thing is great in our life. If you love someone to get married, and I like to use marriage as an example. If you love someone to get married, oh, wow. That person becomes the greatest in your eyes. Beauty lies in the eyes of the beholder. That person is more beautiful than your mother and father. That person becomes more beautiful than your brothers and sisters. That person, if you're married and you have children and you're divorced and you fall in love with someone, that person becomes more beautiful than your own children. Because that status you give to that person in your life is Akbar. The greatest in front of you now is the person you love. So coming to Allahu Akbar, if we don't love Allah in that level, that Allah is the greatest, then we won't put Allah as the greatest in our life. That's why the Prophet ﷺ taught us that Allah comes first in our life. And then the Prophet ﷺ. Most beloved to us, the Prophet ﷺ says, after Allah, before our parents, even though parents got all that status in Islam, before our parents comes the Rasul ﷺ. Before ourselves comes the Rasul ﷺ. Before the Rasul comes Allah. Do we really have that protocol, my brothers and sisters? You know, it is sad, you know, it is such a simple thing that we hear every day, but these are the basics. This is what we stand on as Muslims. But we don't live by this. We really don't. If we would only put Allah as Akbar, the greatest in our life, what an easy life we'd have. What an easy decision we have to make. Always remember, is Allah going to be pleased with me? Whatever I'm going to do, I don't care what we're going to do.